What's up, Army family? Welcome back to the map of melodies. Today I'm playing solo, no guest, no distraction, just me, a microphone, and an absolute unfiltered truth. If you clicked on this expecting a quite modest update on BTS, you are in the wrong place. Today we are delivering the news, and depending on who you are, this news is either be the greatest thing you will hear all the year, or it's going to make you violently jealous. Let me talk directly to the critics first for a second. The ones who spent the last 3 years tweeting that military hiatus was the end. The people who said, oh, they are going to lose their momentum. The Western pop boys are going to take over. Are you sitting down? Good. Because BTS isn't just coming back, they are coming back to remind the entire industry that the throne was never empty. It was just being kept warm by the other groups. Yeah, you heard it right. Here's the reality check complete with the receipts. So, our first receipt, why 2026 is the Bangtan reset. First of all, the Netflix global domination. While other artists are fighting for the TikTok virality, BTS is taking over Netflix on March 21st, 2026. They aren't just doing a comeback show, they are doing BTS The Comeback Live Arirang, a globally streamed free performance from Gwanghwamun Square in Seoul. They were headed the symbolic heart of South Korea, the place where kings literally ruled, to the perform for 190 countries. Your favorite are renting out arenas. BTS is casually transforming historical landmarks into global stages. So, aren't you satisfied by point number 1? It's okay. Now let's move on to point number 2. The cultural flex of Arirang. Haters love to say Kpop is manufactured. Let's talk about the art. On March 20th, the 14-track 5th studio album Arirang drops. The lead single is called Swim, and the concept isn't just a catchy beat. They released an animated trailer tracing the melody of Arirang back to 1896, when Korean students at Harvard University recorded their first ever audio version of the song in the US. They are bridging a 130 years old piece of Korean history and bringing it to the absolute pinnacle of the global pop culture. That's not just a comeback, that's a cultural flex that no Western artist has the range to execute right now. Okay, so now let's move on to the point number 3, the world tour blueprint. Oh, you thought they might scale down? Cute! The Arirang World Tour kicks off on April 9th. We are talking 82 shows, 34 cities. The tickets of the first leg gone in hours. And for my Desi army listening right now, I know the anxiety is real because India isn't officially on the first leg list yet. But did you see the Hello India Netflix drop last week? They see us, and until they touch down here, we are taking over the PVR live viewings on April 11th to April 18th. We are turning movie theaters into stadiums, okay? So don't worry. Let's get one thing straight. The music industry has been fragmented, chaotic, and desperately searching for a monoculture movement since 2023. Labels has been throwing spaghetti at the wall to see what sticks, and then BTS drops a trailer. No member in the video, just the question, what is your love song? And the industry, the internet absolutely broke down. If you are a hater listening to this, I need you to understand your position. Every time you complain about how big they are, every time you try to minimize their impact, your algorithm feeds the machine. Your resentment pays the streaming royalties. Before I cut the mic, let me leave the timeline with one final thought. You can write your little 2000 word think pieces. You can try to intellectualize your hate, analyze the charts, and pray for their downfall. But let's be very clear about the reality of the food chain here. While your favorites are sweating in the studios, desperately trying to manufacture a 15-second hook for a dying app, my leader is probably strolling quietly through a contemporary art museum, casually drafting a verse in his head that will shift the global GDP by Tuesday. Kim Namjoon didn't build a multi-billion-dollar empire from the ground up for us to argue with the locals on the internet. He built it so we could watch the rest of the industry panic from the penthouse. We don't do fan wars anymore. We do corporate executions. So if you are mad about 2026, stay mad. Your tears are excellent moisturizers, and your angry tweets, quotes are doing wonders for our algorithm. This is Map of Melodies. Keep your standards high, your mind sharp, and your streaming device fully charged. Okay, bye. I'm out. Love you, Army family.